Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, students, in previous discussion we have learned a lot about economic, social and political factors which may influence an individual or group of people to make the choice of code used for communication. In this session, we are going to discuss about other factors, namely ethnicity and social network. In Bogor, for example, we can find not only Sundanese but also other ethnics such as Javanese, Batak people, Maduranis, Balinese, etc. They sometimes show their identity by using the variety reflecting their ethnicity. Individuals draw on all resources when they construct their social identities. The way those people speak do not only reflect their social economic background but also ethnic background. So how do people show their ethnic identity? Okay, people may use a complete conversation when they're speaking with people of the same ethnic background. But sometimes, if it's not possible, they may use short phrases, verbal fillers, or linguistic tags which signal ethnicity. Besides linguistic pattern, ethnic minority may also use food, religion, dress, and a distinctive speech style to distinguish themselves from the majority group. Why do they do that? Well, they do that for different kind of purposes. Some choose to speak based on their ethnic group for bargaining, for example. We can find this in the market. To attract the customers, a seller may use this ethnic language, which is the same as the customers. So it is also for, besides for bargaining, sometimes the reason is for fatigue communion or maintaining the social relationship. Other reasons are to express the sense of cultural distinctiveness or even expressing opposition to the mainstream values. And there are more other reasons. The following are the examples or evidences of the variety based on ethnicity. First is the African American Vernacular English or AAVE. It is spoken mostly in northern cities of the USA. These people express the sense of cultural distinctiveness of many African Americans. The second is in Britain, which is called British Black English or BBE. It is spoken by Gujarati, Punjabi, and Turkish. Some young British blacks use patois for in-group talk as a symbol of their ethnicity, but not all are proficient users. Some of the characteristics include lexical items or pronunciation like stress and intonation pattern. The variety of British black includes Polish Midlands variety and a London variety, as well as regional varieties of patois. Other varieties, such as multicultural London English, is spoken by teenagers of different ethnic background in Hackney. Another example is in New Zealand. There is Maori dialect. There is alternation between the and at the beginning of words like there, then, the, then. Patterns, pausing, silence, and conversational feedback may differ between ethnic groups. Well, there are many varieties of English. We have mentioned previously, like the African American English, British English, and Maori English, are called new variety. Yes, new variety. They are the examples of new variety of English. Another variety is well-established varieties such as British Standard English and United States Standard English. And the third is called New English. New English. New English refers to varieties which have developed in post colonial societies where the colonial powers have been displaced but the legacy of English remains. English undergoes recolonialization in order to express the identities of the local peoples in different communities. There are Fiji English, Hong Kong English, Singapore English, Indian English, and the English uses in the Philippines are the examples of New English. In this session, we are going to talk about social network. Well, people would always relate to other people in many ways. It is very often that people have other communities beside the main relationship that they have with family or school or work. This is called social network. Social network is the pattern of informal relationship people are involved in on a regular basis. There are two types of social network. They are density and plexity. Density refers to whether members of a person network are in touch with each other. Plexity is a measure of the range of different types of transaction people are involved in with different individuals. Plexity has two categories. They are uniplex and multiplex. The uniplex relationship is one where the link with the other person is in the only one area. For example, Anna and Annie relate to each other only at school. Or perhaps Anna and Lucy meet each other only when they play badminton. So they have the uniplex relationship. Um, while multiplex relationship by contrast involve interaction with others along several dimensions. For example, Anna and Linda. They interact not only at school but also at several locations and occasions such as playmate in the neighborhood, at the same badminton club, and at the mosque for religion study every evening. So people's speed should indicate the types of network they belong to. Well, kinds of social network may explain how children's speech begins to resemble the speech of the other kids at kindergarten and school rather than that of the family. Every individual belongs to a certain member group which is termed as community by sociolinguists. So we will understand in larger context students at school may also belong to different group. A study at a high school in United States, for example, found that the students belong to different groups or community, so as called as nerd, burns, greasers, hoods, gangsters, dropouts, and so on. In other contexts, adults belong to more than one network. They may signal this by unconsciously altering their speech forms as they move from one context to another. Communities of practice develop around the activities which group members engage in together and their shared goals and attitudes. Well, students, based on all the explanation and examples, we understand that there are so many factors which make someone speak in the way he or she does. Sociolinguistics helps explain how such speech phenomena happens.